Good morning. So today I'm at Windham Depot and I'm going to start the Windham Rail Trail, which actually starts right up there, but I already walked part of that because part of that kind of goes into the Derry. Same path. It's pretty cool down here. There's I think there was a bridge there at one time or something. You could see some supports there, but you see this rock formation down there. I guess I'm not allowed to go down there. But anyway, yeah, this is Windham Depot. And this is actually where the Rockingham connects right here. So this is where I came out. I think I ended that in December 15th. And that's what connects to the Windham. I talked about that at the time. Looks like we have a railroad tie right here or something. Yep. Now the Windham is just over 4 miles long. As I talked about, I was finishing the Derry. I don't know if I can do it all at once. And there's very few crossings. So it's like, you either do it at once or, got to figure out how to finish that. But I probably could do it, I'm not sure. See how I feel when I get to that crossing. The first crossing from here, I believe, is a bunch of ties here. About 3 miles, maybe just over 3 miles. And if I'm already at 3, I might as well do the last one, I'm not sure. Huge elevation here, this is crazy. Feel pretty good. So we'll see. A pile of ties here. It's a good sign, seeing these right off. A little bit of rain this morning, as usual. It's the weekend, so that's been the pattern for the past 6-7 weeks or so. There's ties all thrown all the way down there. All right, we'll get into this, and when I see something, you'll see it too. Yeah, seeing a lot of piles of ties here. Extremely rotted, of course. I also see it looks like a base to a pole, an old power pole, telegraph pole. You can still see the center of it standing in there. All right, only like a half a mile in or so, and still a very well-defined railroad bed here. Pretty good elevation. Seeing a lot of piles of railroad ties, nothing to see in them. They're really severely rotted. Haven't seen any posts yet. I did when I was finishing the Derry, I walked right past a mile marker and I didn't see it till on the way back. So yeah, I took some pictures of it. There's some water right there. What's that all about? It's almost perfectly round. Not sure. Anyway, we'll keep this going, see what we can find. Just seeing a lot of that. Railroad ties. And we got okay, we're crossing over water and a road here, it looks like. More ties down there. No posts yet, nothing like that. Of course, I have walked past them like I just did earlier. Yeah, that's what we're crossing. right there. A lot of people use this trail. I know I had to get here early. I don't want people to think I'm recording them or something. And some people don't like that. But, that's why I turn the camera away sometimes. Somebody's jogging by. I have to try to be respectful. Yeah, really still a pretty good elevation here. Water and more railroad ties. And we do have what's left of a mile marker. So L would be Lawrence, M would be Manchester. The tie is pretty well rotted out, but you'd probably still be able to see a nail. Oh, I thought that was a knot. I think there's a nail down there. What is this? Oh, it looks like a 25. Yep, it's gonna be upside down, but I can't turn myself around the other way. Yeah, that's a 25. I do see a spike here in the opening. That's pretty well covered. We do have a nail here. That is a 38. Nice. I swear I see a nail down way on the end of this one. Let me see. Right there. Let's see if I can get down there. Yep, there is. That is a 37. I think it was worth it. Boy, they had to do a lot of blasting for these tracks, because this is about the 5th or 6th section I've seen like this. Just rocky. This one continues up through here. Still a lot of railroad ties, things like that. So much blasting they had to do here, that's for sure. These ones weren't easy. I guess nothing was back then, right? There's more ties here. Crazy. Looks like got an opening up here. Some more water. Snakes everywhere here. See a bigger one right there moving. See the other one's head right there. There's another one right there. Well, this is cool. That is actually a stone wall. Along the trail. Maybe there was some kind of a path up here they took. Not sure. There are some railroad ties up there. That's gorgeous. Then up ahead, more blasting they had to do. That is pretty awesome. Didn't expect to see an actual wall. Built for what reason? I mean, I don't know. Wow, these ones are pretty high too. Huge pile of ties here. Looks like a stone right there they had to drill through for the blasting. We're still in another section like that. And I think I do see a nail. Oh boy. Let's see if I can. Yep. That is kind of hard to read. Oh boy. That's really hard to read. Actually, it's coming right out. I mean, I would say maybe a 30. Not really sure. That's what I would guess. Yeah, it does kind of look like a 3, doesn't it? All right, got a bridge here. Bridge, culvert, I would say culvert. Oh, nice stone culvert there. Is the side posted? That side's posted. I don't think this one is. Wow. That's probably over 6 feet high right there. All right. Is there water down there, or it looks dry? I'm not sure. I can go down there or not. Oh wow, look at that. It's a huge pass through. All new lumber here. It's nice. Not sure if I'm allowed to go down there. It looks like part of a path. Yeah, there's some public paths down there. And we have another marker right here, mile marker. Nice. Boy, it's pretty steep. I don't know if I'll be walking down there. If I can get access to that trail from another spot, I could do that. Well, I managed to make my way down here. This side wasn't posted. I mean, look at this. Wow. That's got to be a good, maybe 18 feet. Huge arch. Obviously, people camping here. Yeah, some kind of trails through here. That is crazy. All right, so this is the crossing. I believe it's called Ralston Road. That's where I'm gonna end this video for now. And what I'll have to do, because there's no parking here, I'll have to go to where it ends at the Salem Rail Trail, a little over a mile, and just work my way back here. That's the difficult part. When there's no parking, then you can't just continue from where you're at. But yeah, so that'll end it. Part 1 of the Windham Rail Trail. And I'll see you on the last mile or so next time.